Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Gonzo Ewok channel with me, Gonzo.
And me, Ewok.
For another delightful episode of Prison Architect.
Hey!
Picking up where we left off last time, we've just had breakfast. There was a bit of a fight. Some people got some free bacon. Nobody died though, which is a good thing.
It's piss, blood and vomit everywhere, but these guys, they didn't give a shit. They just carried on munching away.
Yeah, well you see, here's the bacon that's been left from all the people that are now in hospital. What we're going to do this episode, what the end of the last one pointed out to us, is that we still have a problem with contraband. We saw as people walked past this metal detector, everybody's carrying garden shears, everybody's carrying drugs. We've got a real problem with weapons, so we need to step up what we're doing in here. So, I've got a couple of thoughts.
Okay.
We have got an outstanding grant, which is on the security side of things.
Dog handlers
and armed guards. Now, I've left space up here to build them, so that's what we're going to focus on, I think, sooner rather than later. The other thing that I'm thinking is, I know that we can get a sniper's tower.
Yeah, that's new, isn't it?
A sniper's tower in the middle of the yard might not be a bad idea, just keeping an eye on them. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Gonzo, this sounds like a gulag.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very rehabilitation centre-y.
It is.
Where's the classrooms? Where's the wellness programs? Where's the church and the chapel for the spiritual needs of your guys?
You raise a very, very good point.
And they'll come after the guns and dogs, will they?
Yes,
guns and dogs first.
At the minute, we're in a position with our prisoners here that unfortunately we're reactive as opposed to proactive. We're basically just firefighting. Every time something goes wrong, we're having to do shit to make sure that we can put things right.
So what you're saying is that in order to build them up, first you have to break them.
Well, what I'm saying is, at the minute, we're just reacting to one fight.
Is that going to be your armoury?
No, it's going to be split in two.
I was going to fucking say, mate.
I mean, we'll have lots of guns as well, don't get us wrong.
You're going to have a tank in there?
If we only we could. Now, we are talking armoury here, so... yeah, we'll have one of those in. That'll let we build it, and then we're going to split the room in two. We'll put another door up the top here. Actually, I can do that now while we're here. Just a staff door where we'll keep the dogs.
Yeah, if they want to go into the room with the dogs, let them.
So, my strategy as it stands is, we need to get ourselves away from that reactive situation and more towards the proactive. What we need to do is get the security under control, make sure that we're controlling what's in our prison, and then we can actually start spending a bit more time with the good stuff. We can start getting people rehabilitated by giving them all the lovely things that they want. So the, religious services, the classrooms, all that kind of good stuff. We'll get all of that going longer term. But first of all, we've got to make the prison safer. Now, we didn't have anybody die last episode, but that was kind of just a bit of a lucky break more than anything else, I think.
You might want to speed things up, because we're just watching them sleep at the minute.
Aye. Now, I'm still using the Steam controller, which I started using last episode. I'm feeling a little
Try the
bit...
face buttons. I might have one that brings it back to normal time.
I'm feeling better with it. Right, that zooms it out.
No.
Alright, and the A button pauses.
The A button pauses, there you go. So if it all kicks off while you're fast forwarding, you can pause.
Right, got this room built.
I could have spent a bit more time setting up the controller for this particular game, but I figured, it's a mouse game. Set the mouse up. Don't need anything else. I think that's actually worked out fairly symmetrical. You're normally not very good at that.
I think the armoury is ever so slightly bigger than the dog room. So, kennel, require dogs.
Yeah, they're busy doing the research now, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, am I though? Let's have a look. Armoury, need to unlock. Dogs we need to unlock. Well, we've got the room ready for them. They're both going to be done by the security chief. Is there anything else anybody else can be doing? I mean...
You should do that.
You reckon?
Oh, hang on. Where do you... Move your mouse. Where do you get thingy with the releasing people and stuff? Parole. Where do you get parole? Or do you start with parole?
I think parole just happens if people get to the point. The meet in the warden's... Is it the warden's room?
No, you need to build a parole office.
Oh. Well, we could look at doing that as well, I suppose.
Is it legal that does that? Unlocks the lawyer who can be hired from the... Unlocks a number of research options.
Give you greater control over your prison.
See, I think you might need them to do parole. I don't know. You can go and look at the parole room and see what its requirements are.
Confine prisoners to a cell permanently. Now, I know that sounds gulag-like again. However, I mean, that could be quite useful for some of the more hellish people that we've got in here. I mean, we've seen Sacriel last episode's caused a bit of bother. We've got another chap who was wandering around, I think Stuart Pearce. Or just Pearce as he is, but he's Stuart Pearce as far as I'm concerned. He was causing shit. So we've got a couple of people that have been put up into maximum security.
Are you going to speed things up again? Because we've got 6 hours before your research is ready.
Yeah, why not?
Or before even the first part of your research is ready. And then we'll just watch Sacriel sleep.
He's got rubbish in his room. Look at that. Somebody get him out, for the love of God!
Did you just go in and add something to the rubbish bag?
I think so, yeah.
That's so rude.
But look at the
There
prison.
we go, he went and took it away.
It's looking fairly tidy, mind. We're doing alright. I hired a couple of extra janitors at the end of last one. That's
To clean up the blood, piss and sick.
Yeah, and they ran away, if you remember rightly. They didn't hang around.
You say it was sick. I mean, does it count as sick? Because it probably, rather than vomiting it up, it probably fell out of their stomach after they'd been stabbed in the gut with the garden shears. Does that count as sick?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's the substance. It's just how it ended up on the floor. Did it come through a mouth or through somebody's innards?
A vicious wound in the gut.
Yeah.
My cat's whining outside the door. She doesn't like being locked outside the living room. Apologies if you can hear that.
Well, if you remember, it's been ages since we've recorded across at yours, and we should point out we are still across at yours. We're still recording the same time as we were last episode. We're across at Ewok's house today. But for the last few months, we've done all the recording across at mine. So it's making a change of scenery.
Well, life will change now. You've got a little one on the way.
Well, actually, we haven't announced that.
Oh.
So there we go. Yes, Gonzo's having a baby. Due in April. So yeah, we're sitting here recording. I'm covered in paint because I've had to destroy my man cave.
And turn it into a nursery.
A nursery. So yeah. But you know what? It sounds very mushy. But if I was going to lose my man cave for any reason, it's as good as any. If you ask me. A little baby on the way.
So what are you going to do with the PC? Where are you going to store it?
Well, on that side of things, shorter term, it might end up having to come downstairs in the living room, but the baby won't be using the nursery for a good few months after it's born.
Yeah.
It'll be sleeping in with me and my wife. So, we've got like a little shaky down table. I've slung me nice big power desk, the one that I was offering you. That's went to the tip yesterday. So I'm just getting like a one that'll hold the monitor, and, you know, the tower can sit underneath.
No,
I think we're doing all right. Yeah, we might
have the first part of it.
No,
because he's doing armory and then he's going to do dogs.
We'll get the armory first, though, so that'll be all right. Get that sorted. In terms of what we need to build, the only other thing that I can think of is we could probably do with maybe expanding the.
You're very one at a time at the moment. You could be multitasking. You could be building.
Not with a
multiple rooms
friggin'
at the
Steam
same
controller
time.
that I still cannot use properly. I couldn't.
You could start setting up that massive new cell block of your dreams.
Aye, because that'll take some time.
Now, are you sure you just want to plonk it down? You don't want to do planning mode to make sure you don't fuck it up like you did with the last one.
It's not a bad idea at all. So we're gonna do walls.
And then just measure out the cell space.
Aye.
So is that where your cells are going to start?
Yeah. Now, just as a roughen.
Yeah,
that would be
that's
all
right.
So then, we'll have one there. And then we'll have one there. Oh god, it's excruciatingly slow when I'm using this. Sorry folks, bear with us. Oh, you know what? That actually is the right size.
That's perfect, but how many cells does that give you in total?
So that'll give us 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Another 16 cells, so that'll raise your capacity, well, to maths bad,
19 plus
35.
35's alright.
Oh, he's going for it. Let's hope nobody escapes while they're smashing the wall down. Keevil's kicking off.
I bet he is.
We'll zoom in, find out what's going on with him.
Hang on.
Look, he's in the shower. He's gonna kick the fuck off. Someone's gonna get stabbed. Look, he's bouncing up and down like a fucking maniac.
He wants food.
Oh, he probably got put in lockup during the last meal.
Same with Sacriel. Sacriel wants food. All of them do, because that's what happens, you see.
That's what happens when you fucking shank people. Sacriel is fully clothed, having a shower. That's how he rolls.
Maniac.
Is Gullidge covered in gang tats as well?
Gullidge has always had them, I think.
So you got 2 gang members.
Um,
Or Sacriel a gang member, or is that just a
no,
unique
it's just
skin
a
that he's got
custom.
on?
It's just a custom one. He's paid to have his thing put in the game. Okay, and how we're doing in terms of bureaucracy?
Oh, you'll be a little while off that, I would think.
I'm nearly halfway through the armory.
Oh, you're you're about 3/4 of the way through the armory.
Getting that built. Now, my concern is I want to know what's going to happen.
It'll not knock the wall down until the whole construction's done, and then the wall will merge into it, and you'll end up with a big long corridor coming off there, which is what I suspect you want.
Yeah, that's right. We'll speed this up slightly, just let them get on with the building. If you remember... Ooh.
Dead!
Yeah,
Dead!
There we are. Jeffrey
Johnson's
the
snitch.
They tried to get
Dead.
him. They tried to get him at lunchtime yesterday. That's what happened last time.
And they fucked him up.
Oh. Another fight there. Break it up then.
It's weird because they sort of double teamed the snitch.
What's he doing?
He's making a break for it. He's not getting anywhere.
He's thinking about it though, isn't he? Right. Punish. Sorry, 6 hours.
6 hours in solitary.
Yeah,
He saw an opportunity, thought he could go for it, but where the fuck do you think you're going, Sunshine?
Oh, he's putting up a fight like.
Are they running away from him?
I think they are.
Oh no! It's all kicking off.
He keeps making out that he's very strong. Oh no, he's being escorted. Aye. No,
It didn't look like he's being escorted.
really didn't.
There we go. Ah, got you, you fucker.
There we go. Just taking that headless body. The headless body
Is
of
it a
Jeffrey
headless
Johnson.
body? To me, it looked like a nurse with a big penis.
Right, okay. We need brick walls.
We need walls.
What I'll also do is we can get... Oh, where are they?
Great.
Great, aye.
Left, left, left. Down. There we go.
Nice. Put one of them in there.
And now the excruciating slow process.
You know what? It's actually easier using the camera, just keeping the mouse in a central
Oh,
location.
you've got to sell doors facing each other. That's not the normal Gonzo way.
It's not.
Bit by bit, eh?
Yeah. Sort that bit out, because it's a bit tricky.
Clever. Smart.
But yeah, as you can see, what I'm actually doing is I'm using...
You're using the camera rather than the mouse control.
I'm finding that's working a little bit better, just keeps things a little bit steadier for us. Hopefully it's not jumping around too much for people
It looks alright to
watching
me, buddy. It's not too wibbly wobbly. I'm thinking if you're going to be increasing your... No. There you go. If you're going to be increasing your prison capacity this much, perhaps you might want to increase your solitary capacity as well.
I might have to, I think.
There you go. That was smooth.
Aye, that wasn't too bad, you know. Other thing that I want to do, planning, because I always forget to do this when I...
Is deselect everything that you've put down so that it doesn't look so fugly. There you go.
It's alright. Cool.
You'll need all your gear in there, but you've also probably passed your armory now.
Aye. What I'll do is I'll get these pipes ran up, because that'll take a bit of time to sort. So we're going to pipe up. So a quick check the old bureaucracy.
Oh no, still a
No,
little
still
while.
got a bit of time.
So pipe, power, lights, doors. You know the drill for all this lot.
Aye. Just get everything banged in. And then down the middle. That'll be alright. And then we'll get some beds. Flip that shit.
Ah, different setup in these cells.
Well, I might give them private toilets.
Finally. Finally, your fecal fetish ends.
It's not my fecal fetish.
It is you who are putting all the toilets in publicly accessible locations.
They like it, the prisoners. They love it.
They love it.
Toilets.
I think you should make some luxury cells with TVs and. Don't put it on the pot next to their head while they sleep.
The poop next to their heads. You thought I was going to do something civilised, didn't you?
That's horrific.
What would you prefer, pooping in the open or having somebody poop next to your head, but privately? Come on, it's a question.
Poop next to my head.
You'd rather have poop next to your head than have somebody watch you poop.
Yeah.
Walking down the corridor with a wide open door. Actually, they've got much better.
They do have
themselves.
much better facilities.
But people can hear you poop here really easily because toilet's right next to the open door.
To be honest,
And people walking by would be able to kind of see you.
I don't think any of your facilities are going to be particularly private.
No. Well, you give all that away when you get sent to prison.
Doors.
I'll put the doors on once everything's in there. Because we don't have servos on these doors. And they will lock. If it gets to lock up, they will just shut.
Ah, yes.
What we do need, though...
Is plumbing.
I wouldn't set a task with that.
Small pipes. And connect them up to that big pipe a bit more, mate, otherwise you're going to be dramatically losing pressure.
Aye. Should be alright, I think. Might need a couple more like here.
No, you don't need that.
I've pressed it now.
Because you've got that join in the middle that isn't actually going to the pipe.
Where's that?
Down. Look, you've got the join in the middle of the cells. So you've got the little ones joined together. Further down, the next one down. No, the next one up. There you go. There you go.
Oh, I
Just
see.
join it to the pipe. There we go. God, I wish we were close to the monitor. I could have just pointed.
Exactly. Now you see, this is the problems with couch gaming. It can be very relaxing, but it can make it quite tricky. You lose some of your fine motor skills.
But then again, you do get to play it on a 48-inch television, so
You do sitting on a couch.
I think
it's
that there are benefits.
swings and roundabouts. Aye.
I'm interested that you're putting a camera there when you haven't put a camera in the other one. Or are you going to put a camera in the
I'm
other one?
thinking
now?
about putting a one into there, but shorter term, get that set up. I mean, we will probably end up getting a guard. Oh, I can't do that until it's
built.
built.
And you've got 2 more connections for that thingy blob.
I am still tempted to put one at the end of the corridor here as well. Just so
Yeah,
we've got
I
one.
would think about that as well if I were you. So you've got sight of what's going on all the time.
You know, if the guard's down at the other end of the corridor, so sort of thing.
There we go.
Aye, we'll put one in there. Really need to get this security going. Speaking of which, armory's ready.
Yeah, that was the ding 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 that just happened. Let's get these guys tooled up.
Right.
So I've never had an armory before.
Well, it's very simple, Ewok. What happens is, to make the prison safer, you fill it full of guns.
Aha!
It's really, really straightforward. So we need weapons rack, guard lockers, tables.
Everything needs a blooming table.
Guard lockers. You need one of these per guard, if I remember rightly.
Okay. So a few.
Aye.
Oh, I like your setup there. That's really good.
It looks a little bit like a room, doesn't it?
And then weapons racks. Ho 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 ho.
Two of them bad boys. Now, when we're talking armory, you may be thinking you're going to fill your prison full of shotguns. Now, I am tempted, but what I can also do is I can fill it full of tasers. You know when we've got a fight breaking out in the shower? All those people, all salty, all writhing around in here, wet floor, zap! Taser.
Once you've got guns, can you order one of your guards to just take out a prisoner?
I don't think so, like summary execution.
I liked
there probably is a mod
uh,
for it, knowing the way that the internet works, but no, you can't do that.
I liked when we were reading about the sniper towers, and it said you can set the number of warning shots they'll take before they take a lethal shot between 3 to 0. I like the idea of 0.
I
Anyone kicks off.
I don't know how you do the sniper towers. I've never looked into that. I'm not sure if it's a room type. Can't see it. We'll have to look into that because I would like one in the middle of the yard here. I just quite like the idea.
Cells, infirmary, morgue, common room, cleaning cupboard, forestry, library. No, I'm not seeing it.
Wouldn't set those as cells for the time being. They've just kind of stopped building the walls. I've given them quite a bit to be getting on with.
Yeah, they'll be very busy. Try objects. I think sniper tower's going to be in here. You'll have to expand it though with the. If you press the plus button, it'll expand it.
You would think it would be its own thing, wouldn't you?
I mean, I've got the little remote here if you want to search for things.
No.
God, like a radio wide so far. No, what's guard? Down at the bottom middle? What's that? Oh, is it guard something? Guard tower, there
tower
you go.
From which, right, cool, so we can unlock guard towers. Type from which you snack this. I had something you can watch over your prison.
And then you've got dog crates there, which I presume you'll need for when you build your dog room.
Indeed, yep. Okay, we're not doing too bad at all there. I'm going to shrink that down.
There hasn't been... Oh no, there has been a fight this morning, wasn't there? In fact, somebody died this morning.
Yeah, just after...
The snitch got stitches. Well, his body got stitches. At least everyone's having a relaxing breakfast
Everybody
today.
Vomits all over the canteen. I mean, how bad is the food?
I guess it must just be slop.
Yeah.
Just like loads of grease
but
and
I mean,
slop.
they're eating bacon? How does bacon make that mark on the floor?
It's just particularly greasy bacon.
Oh. Well... That's sitting alright. We can speed things up while we're getting that work done.
And just be prepared for the riot to kick off.
Yeah.
The inevitable daily riot. Why don't you have a look and see why your threat level is escalating if you just hover over it?
2 are well treated, 6 have serious complaints, 3 are shackled. 2 prisoners are suppressed.
If you look at can your psychologist not give you some information as to what their problem is? Needs.
Well, if we look at needs, exercise is an issue, freedom's an issue.
Well, freedom is obviously going to be an issue.
Freedom, usually what that means is that they want more time devoted to recreation or free time is what they're after. Recreation's a bit poor, exercise is a bit poor. Well, we can fix that. They've got yard time, we can get some more weights benches in here.
And maybe give them a bit more yard time.
We'll have a look at the regime. They've got 3 hours. You know what?
That is more than enough time, isn't it?
That isn't bad, like. What I might do, I might give them... No, shit. No. What I might do is, I might give them...
the extra hour, because free time, yard time.
I'm not really worried about lock up that much. They've got an hour's lock up in the morning before they have a shower. We'll give them an hour's worth of free time. Hopefully that might just... give them a little bit more, gives them a touch more freedom. We'll get some more weights benches down in here.
Oh, look at you, you're actually thinking about their needs rather than oppressing them.
Well, I'm doing both. I'm going to oppress them, but I'm going to oppress them for the right reasons. So they can all be pumping iron while a sniper just pretends that he's shooting them for fun out of his tower. Let's have a bit of a look then. We need to go into bureaucracy. So can you see... Oh, yeah, guard towers. There they are.
Yeah.
Unlocks guard towers and snipers allowing you to have highly trained marksmen keeping it... Well, that sounds incredibly safe. We'll need to visit an armory to collect a rifle, otherwise they'll be unarmed. I'm assuming...
Throwing stones at them.
I'm assuming marksmen probably are very expensive as well. They probably have a very high rate of pay. What's going on here? People are just milling.
Yeah, everyone seems quite chill. Hang on, go down. I'll scroll down. I'll just, yeah, just chilling out. There's a prisoner called Cox.
Mark Cox.
Mark, the plural of cock.
He assaulted somebody probably because they were saying your second name's Cox. 9 years.
His middle name's Loves.
That shouldn't have been half as good as it was. He's called Petit.
Yeah, Emmanuel Petit.
But it's not spelled Petit, he spelled it Petit.
Huh?
A petit. He's got a small blue bird that he keeps in a pocket and feeds it worms. Oh god, it's taken forever.
It is taking forever. I think this episode's been going on for quite a while as well.
It has. I'll tell you what, we'll quickly fast forward things, get what building done.
I don't know if you'll get the building done. Even fast forward.
You might. Look,
a lot of stuff to do in very little time. Yeah, your danger's going down. People are actually... All they needed was a bit more yard time.
And some more weights benches. And for the snitch
and the
to
death
die.
of a snitch. There's nothing on Karma Prison Down like the death of a snitch.
Alright. Now, I don't want the armory. I do not want the armory to have a remote door. That doesn't seem right for some reason.
But it doesn't have a remote door at the moment.
No, but I do want a guard in there at all times because it's where the guns are at.
That's a reasonable thing to want.
You know what? It is going to take forever. Do you think we should wrap this one up?
I'll have a look at the timer. See what the timer says. You can do that. Do you want me to do that?
You do that.
We have two mousy controllers. We could play co-op Prison Architect and see how that goes.
I'm sure that would be great.
Yeah, that's about time for the episode.
It's been over 25 minutes. Surely you're satisfied with that, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Well, in any event, we hope that you've enjoyed the video. I'll just pause it maybe. That
yeah,
would be
sure.
a good idea in case anybody dies while we're wrapping things
Prison's
up.
coming along. We've had some adventure. We've had a few more deaths. Things are calming down now, though, and we're on the cusp of you bringing in the armed guards and almost doubling your prison population.
Yeah.
It's gonna really change the dynamic of things.
I think so, once we get that sorted. Obviously, security's still an issue, but then I think we're getting to the point where we can start focusing on... I was going to say retribution. That's not what I mean. Rehabilitation. That's the word. Okay, then, if you've enjoyed the video and you haven't already, there is a like button. You can hit that. That helps us out. You can also subscribe if you haven't already. And we shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this Prison Architect video on the Gonzo Ewok channel. If you'd like to watch some Geordie Space Program, click the video on the left.
And if you want to watch one of our podcasts, click on the right.
And you can always press that subscribe button. Thanks!